Hello everyone and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3. We are still playing as Djibouti and we are still beating up on Romania and the Republic of the Moluccas. That's quite the name. Honestly, everybody around here has quite the name. We are going to deal with Belgium soon enough, but in the meantime we basically need to just completely demolish the Romanian front line up here. We did a pretty good job here. It still remains to be seen if we're going to need to completely surround Edinburgh in order to actually take it. They have pretty good terrain here. They're surrounded by hills. There's a river crossing into this province right here, and it's urban terrain. So our infantry attacking from these two provinces, and even from this province, are all going to need to deal with that river crossing. That's a really good province for defending from the south. And they have another river up here into mountain terrain, so that's going to be fun to try to take from them as well. Basically, it's going to be a slog to get up here to Grandtown, which is their capital. But in the meantime, we'll be able to run rampant, hopefully, with Ireland. Maybe they've just completely neglected to have anybody down there really to speak of. At the very least, if we do run into too many problems, we can redeploy our transport flotilla with our new, fresh, and just deployed Marine Corps. And wouldn't that be nice? We got 60,000 elite Marine troops over there that we should be able to do some pretty nice stuff with. Now, we have noticed that they have a battleship in this province, in the port of Ovada over here. And I don't want to push in any further, because that would force the battleship out of the port, and then we wouldn't know where it went. So what I'd really prefer to do is get our Navy over here. We're redeploying them down here to the Gulf of Leon, and we're just going to have it sit in this province here. And once it gets there, we're going to tell our CAGs, which are mostly rested up and reorganized, to go over there and bomb the living daylights out of it. And if it gets too frightened and wants to run away, it will need to go through our Navy. So this will be a good test of whether or not our light cruiser escort carrier Navy will be able to actually stand up against just a lone enemy battleship. Presumably, they don't have a very, very fast battleship. Like right now, we have no upgrades at all. Like, there's just no's all throughout this stuff, and we can't even pick anything because we haven't researched anything. So this is just the base tech battleship, and its max speed is 18 kilometers per hour, which is the same speed as our escort carriers, and significantly slower than all the light cruisers we've been building. So presumably, our escort carriers will be able to stay out of its range, and our light cruisers may be able to avoid it with their high sea defense values over here. We've got 18 sea defense, and their sea attack is 15, so we should have an advantage there. And then, because we can basically overwhelm it, we've got 6 sea attack with each of our light cruisers, and they only have 3 sea defense over here. Now, their hull size is significantly larger. I don't even know where that is on here. Here's the hull size. They've got 1.5 hull. We've only got apparently 1.2 hull with our light cruisers. We have pretty awesome light cruisers, I have to say. But the battleship has significantly larger firing distance, so they'll be able to fire almost 3.5 kilometers out, while our light cruisers need to close to within 2 kilometers before they can actually start shooting. All in all, I think we have a good opportunity here to take that battleship out. I really don't want it messing with us for too much longer. So we're going to go over there and start doing that. We need to basically pause our advance down here in the south with our Gurkha divisions until we can take care of that situation. But other than that, I think we're sitting pretty down here. We don't want to push up really much further at all, even though we might be able to fairly easily here. I think we're in a good spot in terms of defending, and we really don't want to do much of anything in this area until we actually push in through here with our mounted corps. And honestly, they're looking pretty good. We don't have everybody fully reorganized yet. We just deployed this division, but honestly, the frontline troops, the 2nd Mounted and the 1st Mounted Corps, are looking pretty awesome, I've got to say. So yeah, the plan yet again is to use these 2 rivers to our advantage and this nice segment of plain to our advantage, and push all the way over here, split their entire country in half, And then if we have trouble up north, we can call in Latvia to help us. They'll just continue to distract the enemy lines over here. And hopefully we should be able to make it so that they can't supply all the troops up in the north here, and we can clean them up nice and easy while we focus on the rest of the army down here in the south. That should be the plan. In the meantime, we are going to leave this front basically as is, because we don't have the troop concentration to really make it worth our while to do any sort of significant pushing. So we're just going to hold firm, hold steady down there, and parry their blows while we focus the majority of our attention up here in the north. So let's actually unpause the darn game and actually get plan. I've already spent 5 minutes just talking about what the plan is, rather than actually enacting the plan. Now, at the end of last episode, we sort of redeployed our air force up in the north here to actually allow us to cover this front, and we are reaching basically the extreme range of our interceptors. The next air base is up here in Stirling, so we're going to be flying without air support basically for a decent amount of time, just because we have redeployed our cruiser down here. Unfortunately, our cruisers are not sitting too pretty because they have no fuel. We redeployed them down here to Béziers, and I guess they haven't got any fuel in this province yet. Obviously, it takes a while to redirect the supply routes, so I guess we shouldn't engage. Oh, they have 2 units there now. I guess we shouldn't engage them in earnest just yet, at least until we have the ability to move faster than 1.8 kilometers per hour. If that's the max speed our ships can move at, and we engage the battleship, our carriers will not be able to stay out of the range of the enemy battleship, and that would not be good for us. So we got another central planning, which we were focusing down because we wanted to get to this grand battle plan tech, which is absolutely fantastic. It allows an additional 5% chance per hour for our troops in reserve to get to the front line. It's an excellent, excellent tech to get. Okay, so we've got the 7th Army Corps over here, which majority of it is still redeploying up to this region. And we have the 6th Army Corps over here. We're going to redeploy them all the way up north, I think. I think that's the best bet. And we accidentally forgot a member of the 7th Corps down here. That's unfortunate. We're going to strategically redeploy them down. Yeah, that is going to pull you off of that line, but I think we're going to leave one infantry unit here and begin the shift around this direction. Yeah. I think we're going to surround Edinburgh before we actually dive in there very hard. Yeah, we are being bombed here. We are almost beyond the extreme range of our interceptor coverage. So it's really not fantastic. But and then these guys over here we are going to use as basically the way to prevent any reinforcements from coming from Ireland. We're trying to split their army in half yet again. So the attack in Ayr isn't going too hot. We do outnumber them 3-1, but that's a highly skilled general. They're really deploying their max skilled generals to the front, and we sort of, deployed skill level 0 generals just so that we can get them experienced and actually give them some skill as a result of battle, as a result of combat. So we're playing for the future here, obviously, because we're invading a country, and they're playing for the now. They want to get as many bonuses to combat ability as they possibly can, which makes perfect sense. Yep, everything's going well. We are repositioning our troops down around in this area. We're going to leave 1 infantry division in each of these provinces. I don't think that they will do any breakouts, and honestly, if they want to break into our lines, if they want to do the breakout into our lines, that's just fine by me. We'll still surround them one way or another. So we're going to try to get around behind, take the province of Shotts. I wonder, does Edinburgh connect to Rosyth over here? No, it doesn't. So yeah, it's got Dunbar, Selkirk, Hawick, Lanark, and Shotts. Yep, and that's all of them. Okay, so once we take Shotts, we will have surrounded the city of Edinburgh, and everybody in it as well. So that will not be too bad at all, and we can, looks like, move up in another 14 hours or so. In the meantime, we've got a bunch of units moving in here. Battle of Ayr is still working pretty well, and we are demolishing their air force in this province. We still don't have any fuel in Vizier. Nope, no fuel whatsoever. Why are we... I mean, go back to base, yeah. Maybe we just need to wait a couple more days for them to actually get the fuel ships over there. So we are being pushed out of Wigtown here. They are really deploying troops to that line, so we need to move. We've got one more infantry division moving down that way. We'll move some more. We need to take Stranraer as soon as possible. I think they've realized what we're trying to do and are pushing as quickly as possible. Yeah, okay, wow, that's a significant push. I sort of want this guy to stick around here and delay them as long as possible. Maybe we can get more infantry into this province. Yeah, okay. So, our reinforced chance is up to 7.4%, which is fantastic. I think that's mostly because of our skill 3 general, but we do need more troops helping out in that province. We're not doing spectacular here. So we've got a bunch of people moving up into Ayr in an attempt to defend, sorry, to cut off these troops in one way or another. And wow, okay, we didn't get the 7th Infantry Division to the front in time, unfortunately. So some of these infantry units will engage in a counterattack down here into Wigtown as soon as possible. Just a minor setback. We've still got them completely surrounded here. And yeah, we're going to push them right back out of Wigtown. We're going to lose a lot of organization in this province, unfortunately. Can we do any bombings? We can. And what are you doing? You're currently attacking Derby. Where is that? I don't even know. Attack here. Just do a ground attack in that one province. That'll be fine. That way we can see what all they've got there. So yeah, we'll be able to do some supporting attacks from Ayr now into Stranraer, just to push them out a little bit better. And it looks like our lone infantry division is not attacking too well into this province. It is night, so his negative 50% penalty is pretty bad, but it looks like they've decided to retreat anyway. They were sort of outflanked, and yeah, they're not going to be able to push down here very well. We are going to attack with 3 units into the province of Shotts and continue to move our infantry around to the side here to get a nice surround on Edinburgh. We are looking pretty in the province of Shotts. Not a problem whatsoever. And if I were Romania right now, I'd be pulling out of Edinburgh as quickly as I possibly could. Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to do. Looks like they're leaving 1 unit there. Let's do a little spoiling attack here, just to delay them a little bit. And yeah, look at this. Absolutely ridiculous. They've only got 1 infantry division sitting pretty in Edinburgh, but we're only attacking at like 30% efficiency thanks to that river crossing penalty combined with the terrain penalty. So really we have no chance of taking Edinburgh until we take the province of Shotts. Doing pretty well. We've got a lot of infantry divisions over here now. Let's do a supporting attack from Lanark. This unit over here in Lanark is probably going to contribute much more to the fight than our other 2 units are. Okay, we've taken Wigtown back, and now we can do a supporting attack from Ayr. And as soon as you're good to go, looks like 30 hours or so. Oh nope, there's more units here. Okay, gonna attack into Stranraer. Push them out as quickly as possible. Do I want 2 free IC for 2 organization and 2 descent? Yes. Yes, I do. We can immediately apply that IC to our consumer goods production. Fantastic stuff. Do I need to worry about politics at all? No. No, I don't. So I'm not gonna. Not gonna worry about politics at all. Although I might need to take a look at our ministers again. I don't think we've done that in a while. We are sticking with light aircraft. You're not the right party, though. I sort of want a Stalinist. We don't have any Stalinist options. Okay. Naval base efficiency is always nice. Maybe we want aircraft carrier practical decay. That is Gandhi's picture. Oh, that's too good to pass up. Okay, we've got Gandhi as the chief of our navy. His name is Edward Grandberry. That's fantastic. I love it. Okay, we've got infantry practical decay, artillery, infantry. Yeah, I think that's the best one we got. School of Defense. Defend reinforced chance is fantastic. If we had an attack reinforced chance, I'd go with that. But I think we're doing fine, sitting pretty with this defend reinforced chance. That was the reason we had 7.5 reinforced chance on that last battle there. Hopefully we can get it up an additional 5% once we research that, what's it called? Grand Battle Plan Doctrine. Ruling party support is nice, but I guess that's it. Yeah, that's the best thing we've got. We have a 5% additional IC Stern Imperialist, and I think that is going to be the best option we had. Air Organization 10% and Naval Organization 10% would be nice. I also like this Org Regain rate, but that's exactly what we have right now, so I'm thinking that we're doing A-okay as it is. So we only changed one guy out, and that was Gandhi. So everybody say hello to Gandhi, the new Chief of the Air Force of Djibouti. Fantastic. Okay, we are doing spoiling attacks in Edinburgh. Really, I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think we're going to be able to get our infantry into the province of Shotts in time to really make a difference here. How's the weather looking? I haven't looked at the weather quite yet. It's not quite frozen yet, but it's getting pretty cold. It's only 1 degree Celsius. Yeah, we're getting into winter. It is October, and we're getting into Scotland, so, I mean, it's sort of to be expected. And we are doing A-okay on the attack into Edinburgh now. They do only have 1 infantry division actually sitting in there and defending it. They are trying to get the rest of them out. I guess it all depends on how long they're willing to sit and defend Edinburgh. We did push them out of Stranraer, and so I want the entirety of the 7th Corps. No, well, let's do the 6th Corps then. Where's the 6th? Do I have... Yeah, okay. I want the entirety of the 6th Corps to stand on Stranraer and look for an opportunity to advance into Larne. The 7th Corps, I want to move up north. Now, what are you? Unimportant. Okay. All right. So I think we've done well. We've done well. We've almost taken. Like we've done everything necessary to take the strait, except actually take the province. We've won another battle of Shotts. It looks like they are moving another 2 infantry divisions into that province in an attempt to save Edinburgh, but I don't think that's in the cards for them. I think they're fighting a losing battle here, and we are going to continue to advance with everybody who's not already assigned a job. Good fighting, good fighting. Might as well do an attack on Glasgow. I think they've got, they've got very weak divisions in Glasgow anyway. We've taken shots. They're going to try to break out from Edinburgh. Looks like we captured 2. Yeah, 2 infantry divisions. We do need to reduce them. We need to take them out again. And we are going to do the attack from Lanark, which, once again, is going to probably do the majority of the damage there. But that's an additional 2 Romanian infantry divisions we can count as sniped, basically. Now, we already defeated these units in combat. We can only really advance with 1 unit at this point. Actually, yeah, we don't have too much longer to wait until you guys can actually engage in combat. There's you, and you are good now. Okay, so we are attacking across this strait, which means we are attacking with 15% efficiency, and he's defending with 70% efficiency. Negative 50% from lack of supplies. I wonder if that applies to the whole Irish island, or if it's just this one infantry unit, because he was retreating from enemy territory. Regardless, I think we're going to trash him. He has 0 organization. He's going to retreat, like right now. Yep, there we go. They do have more units, though, to use. Yeah, there's even more going on. And now we're down to 27%. But he does have that lack of supply penalty. I think we'll do as much damage as we can while he has that penalty. we're going to talk to our tech yet again. And we're going to have him... Oh, that's out of range. Oh, it's just out of range. Look at that. 3 kilometers out of range. That's... Well, I guess we can rebase him just a little bit. We'll move him up into leads. That is going to reduce his organization by half, unfortunately. But we do, I think, need some strategic bombings over here just to reduce the impact of that ridiculousness. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it across. We're attacking with 15% efficiency. They have basically equal numbers here. They have a better Major General. We have a max skill guy again. That's fantastic. So yeah, I think we might actually need the Marines over here. Maybe landing in Belfast. If we could land right behind their front lines, that would be fantastic. Or maybe just opening up a completely new front. Actually, I think that's a good idea. Let's use our Marines. We've got them sitting around not doing nothing. Let's move them up here. We'll do a rebase to Buda. Over here. It's a nice port. How is our First Navy doing? You got fuel? You've got fuel. Let's actually engage this battleship and question mark ship. Let's actually do something about it. And yeah, let's break this attack off. We're losing troops to 6-to-1 ratio. It's stupid. Let's not actually do that anymore. Okay, so we've taken Glasgow. We are continuing to push north, push north, push north with everybody we've got. And while we've got everyone pretty weak, I wonder if we can actually push into these mountains and take them from them. We are behind this awful, horrible river. Let's just do some scouting attacks. We'll save 1 infantry division to see how well the attacks are going. Okay, so you, dude in the plains, Ross over here, are doing well. And you in Sterling, you're also doing well. So neither of these attacks is going to go much of anywhere. We'll break both of them off. We're going to need to push from Glasgow, I think, into the weakened units over here. Belgium, no. I still want to take you over. Sorry. Yeah, let's redeploy these guys actually over to Glasgow. We'll do a little push up this way. Light cruiser anti-aircraft armament is now at 1940s level tech. Fantastic. Can we go over here? Yeah, let's sink it into aircraft carrier tech now. So we're actually on time now. We're actually up to date with our aircraft carrier tech. It's fantastic. Okay, they do have an air force, a minor one. Our navy isn't quite in position yet. It's just passed through the Strait of Gibraltar. We've got the First Navy over here with its CAGs. Let's do a port strike. See what damage we can do. Okay, so we have... okay, so it's not... That question mark wasn't one ship, that was 10 transports. So there's a naval base, rank 10, 2 levels of anti-aircraft guns, which we're probably going to focus down, and then 10 transports, and the battleship Malaku. Alright, well, that does mean that our CAGs aren't going to be able to just focus down the battleship. They're probably going to do significant damage to the transports first. I guess that's fine. Whoa, they have a stack here now. I wonder where... That's probably why the transports are there now. They brought this entire doom stack of infantry down here to protect their capital. I wonder where they came from. I wonder if they were, like, over here on Cyprus, or maybe they had that stack on Sardinia. I don't know. That's insane, though. That's quite the troops. Might cause problems later on. Probably not going to cause problems right now. Alright, we're looking good on this front line here. You guys, we've got 3 units sitting in Edinburgh not doing nothing. Let's shift 2 infantry from here. We're not going to be doing any attacking over this river probably. They've got pretty strong troops there defending it, so I think we are going to do attacks just over this way. We've already fought and beaten these infantry divisions relatively short time ago. We have more infantry that we can stack up over here. Everything's going fine. That was a quick battle. They just pulled out as soon as possible. Alright. Marine Corps. Marine Corps. We don't actually want that garrison division on these transports. So, we've got the Marine Corps. We don't have naval support, but we haven't seen any Romanian ships to speak of. I would love to do a landing in Belfast. That looks good to me. Let's move the transport fleet into the Irish Sea. Now, they do have a coastal fort in Belfast, so if they really do much of anything in terms of redeploying troops to defend it, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do very much. We were attacked here, apparently. And we got a historical pop-up. Okay, so this is absolutely irrelevant to us, but it's interesting for historical reasons of nothing else. The Battle of Calabria was a naval battle, but during the Battle of the Mediterranean, it was fought between vessels of the Italian Regia Marina on one side and vessels of the British Royal Navy and the Royal Australian Navy on the other. The battle occurred 30 miles off the coast of Punta Stilo on the 9th of July 1940. My goodness, numbers are hard. It was one of the few pitched battles of the Mediterranean campaign involving large numbers of ships on both sides. Both sides claimed victory, but in fact the battle was a draw and everyone returned to their bases as soon as possible. After the battle, a massive propaganda effort on the part of the Allies tried to convince the Italian forces that the Allies had won. The Italian propaganda also depicted this battle as an Axis victory. So we can either choose to get national unity bonus, which is something we don't really need, or daily descent change. For 3 months, I'll take that. So we're losing now -20. And we don't need to invest anything into consumer goods at all for a significant amount of time. That's fantastic. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so what are we looking at now? I think we need a couple of destroyers, maybe? We haven't done any research to speak of with destroyers. We have a few submarine researches. Really not too impressed with it. We have a few heavy cruisers. Let's get 2 heavy cruisers, just because it uses the same practical as our light cruisers. We're doing a rather massive expansion of the Air Force at this point. Might as well, I think, invest more into that. We are... I'm a little bit worried about our manpower situation because we have 3 armies deployed. Well, 3 armies almost fully deployed, and we have another one currently in full production, which means a total of 4 armies. All of them are basically infantry. Like, we've got 4 armies, each with 4 full infantry divisions. 4 full infantry corps. So we've got a total of 16 infantry corps right now. And only 4 corps of motorized. I'm a little bit worried that we're too squishy of an army. What I really want is these light tank brigades and mechanized infantry. I want to start getting motorized and mechanized infantry brigades. I want to start upgrading our infantry. So rather than building these stacks, I sort of want to build, let's do motorized, thank you. And instead of armored cars, we'll probably do, we don't even have it yet, but self-propelled artillery, if we could build it. What is required for that self-propelled artillery? Yeah, we need to continue to research light tank armor and reliability and that sort of thing. So I think we do need to start focusing on a more motorized and preferably more mechanized army, rather than just deploying more infantry divisions to the front. So I guess in the meantime, we've already got a bunch of infrastructure being built. How about we just work on convoy escorts, because we're not really going to be really that strong in the water, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, we're still waiting down here. Well, I guess there's really no reason to wait anymore, is there? The Choctaw Nation is mobilizing. Okay, they have another navy over here, which is unfortunate, but we're doing a number on this navy. Our navy is completely fine. I'm a little bit worried that that naval battle didn't actually pause the game for us. It didn't really pop up and tell me about it until it was done. And only then, because it had a nice fancy little blurb about it, historically speaking. Okay, but we moved our Marines into this province. I think we go HQ and 3 Marines over there. We'll do 2 over here into Newry. And yeah, they do get a notification saying, hey, they're attacking us. And I think we just try to force our way over here. We start that battle with 5%. We are having some trouble because the front is a width of 10, and we have too much frontage to be able to actually deploy everybody at the same time. But apparently we have a level 6. Are you level 6? You are. Our Corps Commander, the Lieutenant General Rudy Langston, is skill rank 6, and he is still gaining it. So this is going to be a very expensive fight. They are not fully reorganized yet, but look at how slowly they're losing their reorganization. That's pathetic. They are being counterattacked up here. I'm not certain how long that's going to last. I don't think very long at all. Why are we not in Edinburgh? Oh, right, that's not on the front line. I forgot. So we're going to move you down there. Yeah, that counterattack is not going to last long at all. Excuse me. Won that battle. And we're moving 3 more over there. 3 more over here. Should be fine. Belfast. Belfast. We've won the Battle of Belfast. Okay, so now we wait for these Marines to be reorganized. There we go. And we take 2 of them and we do a supporting attack into Larne that extends the front line. It was frontage width 10, but because we're attacking from an additional avenue, we get an additional 5 width on the front line. And now, when the Marine infantry get deployed, which there's still only a 2.5% chance they will, we'll be able to attack without, there we go, without that that negative penalty. So look, we've got negative 90% amphibious penalty on these infantry divisions, but this guy is attacking with no negative penalties, except for the night modifier, which is now gone because it's 9 o'clock in the morning now. So fantastic. He should do a number on these guys, combined with our, no Belgium, combined with our attack bombers, we should be in a good position. We did just take Belfast, which is a victory province worth 14 points. And I think these 2 corps, I think just the 6th Corps and our Marine Corps, should be able to finish off Ireland. I guess that's entirely depending on how many infantry divisions they still have deployed in the defense of Ireland. Where is our... Yeah, okay. Our Air Force is all based down here out of Leeds, and they have no airfields until Stirling up here, so I do think we're going to redeploy them over to Belfast. Might actually be able to... Did I just redeploy our attack bombers? I did. Oh well, we'll redeploy them both to Belfast. It does mean that our attack bombers now have 0 organization to speak of. But yeah, this is a better coverage for our interceptors. We'll just do a max range. That's in range of their airfield in Stirling and in range of the airfield down here they're using in... Is that Dublin? No, that's Drogheda. Drogheda? Whatever. It's in range of 2 rather large air bases of theirs, and we have enough IC to yet again think about what we're going to produce next. But I'll need to do that in the next episode. Thank you once again for joining me in our Djibouti Hearts of Iron 3 campaign. I think in the next episode we will actually begin our little push in there, preferably before they can redeploy this absolute doom stack they've got going on. But hey, we've cut down the number of transports from 10 to 6, and their battleship, it looks like, is at about 50% strength, 65%. Their naval base is down to 0, so they're not doing any repairs, and I doubt that these anti-aircraft guns are actually putting up a fight against our aircraft anymore. So I think that that is a good position to be in. Once again, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you all next time.